সালামু আলাইকুম, আমি মুশতাক আহমদ, ক্যাবিনেট মেম্বার ফর জব স্কিলস অ্যান্ড গ্রোথ। এই ইভেন্টটা হচ্ছে এসএমই সাপোর্ট প্রজেক্টের বেনিফিশিয়ারিদেরকে নিয়ে, এক্সটার্নাল পার্টনারদেরকে নিয়ে। আমরা গত বছরে 700,000 পাউন্ডেরও বেশি অ্যামাউন্টের সাপোর্ট প্যাকেজ আমরা আমাদের নাগরিকদের জন্য, টাওয়ার হ্যামলেটসের রেসিডেন্টের জন্য আমরা দিয়েছি। বিশেষত মহিলা ব্যবসায়ী উদ্যোক্তাদের জন্য, সোশ্যাল এন্টারপ্রাইজের জন্য এবং ক্ষুদ্র থেকে মাঝারি ব্যবসায়ী যারা, তাদেরকে কিভাবে ব্যবসায় নেওয়া যায়, কিভাবে সাপোর্ট দেওয়া যায়। এর মধ্যে সাপোর্ট ছিল, গ্রান্টেরও সাপোর্ট ছিল, অ্যাডভাইসের সাপোর্ট ছিল, ট্রেনিংয়ের সাপোর্ট ছিল। সব কিছু মেলায়া আজকে একটা উদযাপন, একটা সেলিব্রেশন। এখানে শোকেসিং করা হচ্ছে, স্টোরিজ বলা হচ্ছে যে কারা কীভাবে উপকৃত হয়েছেন। আমাদের মধ্যে স্টলস আছে, এখানে স্টলস নিয়ে এসেছেন, কাউন্সিলের পক্ষ থেকে স্টলস আছে, এক্সটার্নাল পার্টনার্স যারা, তাদের পক্ষ থেকে স্পিকার্স ছিলেন, যারা বেনিফিশিয়ারি হয়েছেন তারা অত্যন্ত চমৎকারভাবে তাদের অভিজ্ঞতার বর্ণনা, তারা কিভাবে সমৃদ্ধ হয়েছেন, তারা কিভাবে ব্যবসায় এসে নতুন দিগন্ত তারা পেয়েছেন খুঁজে, সেটার বর্ণনা দিয়েছেন। এবং দে আর ভেরি গ্রেটফুল টু টাওয়ার হ্যামলেটস কাউন্সিল ফর দ্য সাপোর্ট দে হ্যাভ বিন গিভেন। থ্যাংক ইউ।
I'm very thankful to Tower Hamlet Council. They have helped a lot with my business, my small business. It's all handcrafted and handmade jewelry, and they give us very good support in terms of arranging events, especially for women. And I'm very glad to be a part of this event and the part of Tower Hamlet.
Hi, my name is Rebecca, and my business is called Locum, and it's a skin and hair care products that I sell all natural ingredients. The council has supported me because I was part of the Women Mean business event, and that really supported me. They gave me a lot of support, a lot of mentoring, and I also was invited to the Women in Business event in December and sometime in March as well, and that has been really good.
First up today, I'd like to invite Councillor Manob just to say a few opening remarks.
Good morning, everyone. It's a real pleasure to be here to welcome you all today to our celebration gala, a day dedicated to recognizing the incredible achievements of our project beneficiaries. Following a significant £700,000 of investment by Tower Hamlets Council. For those who don't know me, my name is Mushtaq Ahmed. I'm councillor from Bangla West and the cabinet member for Jobs, Enterprise, Skills and Growth. In my role, I work closely with our partners, council officers and community stakeholders to make sure our residents have access to meaningful jobs, that our local businesses can thrive, and that the borough's economic growth is inclusive and benefits all our communities, regardless of age, background, or postcode. Today, I'm delighted to be joined by business owners, entrepreneurs, voluntary and community sector organizations, and local residents here at our award-winning town hall. Tower Hamlets is home to one of the most dynamic and diverse economies in the UK, including one of the world's largest financial districts. But our strength doesn't come from big businesses alone. In fact, Tower Hamlets is home to over 16,000 businesses, more than 15,000 of which are micro and small enterprises. That's over 97%. These businesses are the heartbeat of our local economy. They create jobs, invest in our high streets, and help build resilient, empowered communities. Last year, our growth team launched a series of innovative projects totaling £700,000 of investment designed to support the growth of local enterprise. The impact has been truly inspiring. 268 residents were supported to become enterprise ready, business ready. 111 new resident-led businesses were launched. 51 female founders received tailored support to scale their businesses. 50 voluntary and community sectors organizations were helped to explore alternative income streams, and 25 of those went to create new social enterprises. 70 businesses improved their sustainability practices. These achievements were only possible thanks to the passion and partnership of our expert delivery organizations, including Alia Impact Limited, Sarakat Training and Consultancy, Enterprise Nation, Rebel Business School. Let's take a moment to thank them for their hard work and continued support. Thank you. These projects are a testament to the ambition, resilience, and innovation of the people of Tower Hamlets. By investing in our local businesses, we are not just investing in economic growth. We are investing in the long-term well-being, prosperity, and unity of our communities. Thank you all for being here today. I look forward to meeting many of you throughout this celebration. And now I would like to hand over to Shahi, Senior Manager Business Growth Team. Over to Shahi.
Thank you all. Congratulations to all of the project beneficiaries that took part in our project. As Councillor Ahmed detailed, we achieved some fantastic results with the support of our delivery partners. The delivery partners we engaged to deliver these projects are the kind of cornerstone of providing you guys with the expertise, and they all in their own way, in their individual projects, went above and beyond. So the support that they provide and helping you guys achieve some of the outcomes that Councillor Ahmed just stated cannot be, is really kind of understated. They've done a fantastic job for us. For the rest of the day today, we'll be hearing from some of the actual beneficiaries. So rather than just hearing me talk and getting bored by me, you'll get an opportunity to hear from some of the wonderful businesses that we've supported along the way. Tower Hamlets remains really committed to supporting the enterprise economy. So whether you are a resident thinking about starting your first business, whether you are a startup business at a really early stage and wondering how can you grow and scale your business if that's something you want to do, or whether you're a female founder who faces many different types of business challenges in your everyday entrepreneurial journey, we are kind of here to help and support. And if we can't deliver these projects directly, we have the partners and networks to try and find you the right sort of support. Towards the back end of the day here, there will be an opportunity for you to go and meet some of these providers, but I'll tell you a little bit more about that later on. Right now, I'd like to call up on stage Ross Callum, from the beautiful places that we live.
Hello everybody, my name is Ross Cullum. I'm an actor, if you couldn't tell, and a comedian as well sometimes. I'm here today to talk about a jazz project that I created last year, which Sarah's helped me through the Social Enterprise Impact Programme. I became very ill with long COVID just as I was about to launch a big project last year. And as part of recovery from that, it's come about that I've got raging ADHD, if you couldn't tell by that right. And as part of the problem with that in the past is that trying to start businesses and some huge ideas I've had around social impact programs and charities and things like that, is that I just simply couldn't put in the paperwork. Very fortunately, Sarah and Candy and local Tower Hamlets Council funded the project for me to be put through the paces of doing the paperwork for my lovely idea and then developing it, and then we'll be able to get some grant funding later in the year from the government and perhaps even speak to people over at Canary Wharf and see if their deep pockets can help fund things. So what is the project? The beautiful places we live. So, the idea is, are we all Tower Hamlets residents? It's both horrible and beautiful at the same time, isn't it? Who knows the Tower Hamlets Cemetery Park? Gorgeous, isn't it? Do you ever go down by the Thames Beach? Stunning, isn't it? So I used to live next to the Tower Hamlets Cemetery Park for 3 years without even realising it was there. I know, no one ever told me. So I thought, wouldn't it be lovely if I could do something online with some music videos, singing my lovely old jazz songs from Nat King Cole and Ella Fitzgerald and things like that. And then publicise the place and get people to go there for this thing I call mindful walking and conservation purposes as well. And I spent 3 years trying to do that and working out how the social media would work, or the filming techniques, and basically I realised that I wasn't capable of doing that because of the ADHD, and I needed a bit of help. And that is precisely what Sarah and Candy have helped me to do. And I would highly recommend that if anyone has any plans they'd like to get involved in, and they're a bit worried about how to understand the paperwork and how all that operates, to get in touch. And it might be that you've got the best things in the world and the best capacity for execution, but you might not have the background paperwork, because we can't all do absolutely everything. But if you are very good at doing background paperwork, don't try and be a jazz singer as well. I think that's everything. I didn't really have a plan for what I was going to say, but I think that covers it. Thank you very much, everyone.
Next up, I'd like to invite up Roxana Popper to talk about her business. Roxana's business is called Florina Primordial. Roxana?
Good morning, everybody. First of all, it's such a nice feeling to be in a community with all of you here. It's an incredible feeling. I'm here to extend a very big thank you to the Tower Hamlets Council and to Sarah Carter Consultancy for the incredible tools and the access to the program Women in Business and Social Enterprise. I am very proud to live in the Tower Hamlets borough with a council that is so supportive of small businesses and offers so many opportunities for development. The course that I attended provided me with great tools to elevate my business to the next level. At the moment, this course appeared for me was the right moment because I was in a period of reflection, everything doing by myself for the past 3 years, and I was reviewing everything, so it was the right moment to have this coaching. They heard who I am, what I do, what my business is about, what my jewelry is. They helped me level up the communication of a high-end product for the right customer. And this is how now I feel very empowered to have high aspirations for my brand and to give the best version of myself in my business. My brand inspires from Romania's antique heritage from 5000 before Christ. And my jewelry business is not only about creating jewelry, it is also about empowerment and regeneration. I prioritize sustainability, authenticity, using the best of the UK manufacturing in jewelry. And my brand's values are doing good and meaningfulness, and this is what guides me every day in my business. Speaking about empowerment and starting a new life, I would like to share with you that my journey of transforming from a lawyer to a jewelry designer. While being a lawyer comes with an inherent status, creating my jewelry, having the freedom to create it and seeing what came out made me realize that this is something that comes from within myself and that it has been there longer than the time I spent as a lawyer. It was through Sarah Carter Consultancy that I could present my unique skills in a more confident way. because we spoke about empowerment and doing good. My long-term goal in my business is to support communities. I'm really dreaming of at the moment when I can uplift communities through financial support. Meanwhile, let's build connections rooted in passion and purpose. And if you are interested in building a community of women, either in business or on a journey of self-discovery and renewal, let's connect. Come and see me at my stand and let's speak about it. And thank you all, and may your dreams shine brighter than ever.
And from Chowdhury Dance Space to come up and say a few words.
Hello, my name is Reese. Because I run an arts organisation, I made a PowerPoint presentation. So yes, good morning. Thank you so much for having me speak. My name is Reese McMahon. I'm the Executive Director of Chowdhury Dance Space. We're an artist development organisation and rehearsal studio based in Bow. We're based in a really beautiful, distinctive Victorian warehouse, which we lease directly from the council. And alongside our neighbours, Chowdhury Gallery and Chowdhury Studios, we form Chowdhury Art Place, which is a long-established charitable hub for contemporary art in East London. Maybe you've been there. If you haven't, what are you doing? So we've been committed and responsible stewards of this building for 40 years. But despite its value, the building, which was constructed in the 1930s, it was originally a factory that helped make Spitfire propellers in the war. Incredible history. It now faces serious challenges due to ageing and an ageing infrastructure and decades of limited investment. This is what we look like. We're just under Victoria Park. It's a space that's full of character, and it's very difficult to run. I'm sure anyone that runs a building knows how challenging buildings are, but particularly for us, we really struggle in winter. It gets very cold, it gets too warm in summer. May is the only month of the year where I don't have any issues at all. So for us, we were having frequent cancellations. About 60% of our charitable income relies from the space hire. So it's really vital for us as an organisation that we were able to do something about this. This is our beautiful studio available to hire. So we were very lucky to receive a grant from Tower Hamlets, and we got an energy audit done, which was really helpful. Lots of actions were given to us. We weren't able to action them all, but some of them included lighting upgrades, infrared heaters, draft proofing, things such as green roof, and most crucially, the boiler replacement. And with the £2,500 grant that we got from Tower Hamlets, and the very helpful gentleman that came around to sort of look at our building and point loads of things out, that I was like, absolutely, I'd love to do something about that. We managed to make some really significant improvements. So we managed to install LED lights across our whole building. We put in some new, really shiny electric heaters. We managed to draft seal with heavy-duty plastic. It's a really sexy job, this, isn't it? We switched to a 100% renewable energy tariff, and we also crucially used this funding and the support from Tower Hamlets to secure match funding from other funders to help further invest in our building, which actually saw us completely overhaul our performance space. And the majority of our lighting rig is now LED, and this was one of our most recent performances with that beautiful LED rig. The results have been really significant for us. We've reduced our energy, but most crucially, I've had my busiest period in the 4 years that I've been here. We didn't have any cancellations over winter, which was incredible. Just more images to really show off, but this is our beautiful lounge space. So what's next for us? Well, we're incredibly grateful to Tower Hamlets for the support. We're going to keep trying to implement some of the recommendations. The next stop for us will be looking at replacing windows, looking at adding further insulation, and also upgrading the boiler. And this is also progressing a longer-term proposed project, which is a wider capital development of the whole building, which we hope to do once we secure a new lease from the council. And really for us, we're really focused on trying to reduce our carbon footprint and contribute, to a healthier, greener borough. Once again, incredibly grateful to Tower Hamlets for their ongoing support. And please, if you haven't been to Chowdhury Dance Space, Gallery or Studios, do come check us out. Thank you.
I'd like to invite Rajni Lefkund.
Hi everyone, my name's Raj and I'm a speech and language therapist that founded Sunshine Speech Therapy. and I'm the founder of Sunshine Speech Therapy. And today I wanted to give a big thank you to Tower Hamlets and the delivery partners Catherine, Barbara and Lucy for putting up with me. I'm not the easiest to get hold of via email, and they're very patient with me, but thank you. So I run a speech and language therapy clinic as a neurodivergent therapist myself for young children who are on the spectrum or may not be on the spectrum, who present with speech, language or communication needs or feeding difficulties. So you can see here, I definitely popped onto the trend, made myself into a Barbie through AI. And before the project, I was very much in a crossroad of not having courage and also not being confident. I was working 5 days a week for the NHS as a specialist therapist, working on a social communication team, and also working as a specialist running a feeding pilot project in the NHS. I was working the weekends, Saturday and Sunday, driving around in my car with a box of toys, working 7 days a week, but was uncertain about whether to make the leap, leaving the NHS, or whether to start a business. And then I came across this scheme. I applied for it and took the courage to sort of counting down from 5 to applying, and through all the events that they provided in terms of business 101 and meeting other business owners, it gave me the direction I needed and the community to start a business. So the impact was huge. I didn't just become a specialist speech language therapist. I was learning how to manage myself and my ADHD very quickly, how to manage finances. I've got dyscalculia, so absolutely dragging my heels through all of this. Learning about different products and services I can provide, marketing, so being hot on Instagram and really exploiting the Gen Z in myself, and then also, working on recruitment and getting other colleagues who I trusted to work in my team. One of the most important things I took away with this, which I said for weeks and weeks and weeks on loop in my house, was beg, borrow and barter. And this applies not only to therapy when kids are dysregulated, but also to business. And this is the one thing that stuck with me, that's helped me throughout all of my clinic. So where I'm at the moment is I'm attending events that I never had the opportunity to before when I was working for the NHS. So I attended the Awesome and ADHD show. I'm now booked and busy, which is great. I've got my own shop front on a main road near a central line station and near High Street, so it's accessible, and I'm getting emails in saying, I've seen your clinic, can I book my child in? I'm now the secretary of the Neurodiverse Clinical Excellence Network for speech language therapists, and I'm networking with SEND commissioned officers, SENCOs, occupational therapists, and other speech and language therapists to inspire them to go beyond the status quo of what is offered out there in big organisations, to say, hey, let's do the real therapy, let's provide more. So what's happening next is I'm working with my younger sister, who's also a specialist dietitian, to pilot East London's very first paediatric feeding disorder clinic. So she's Ruby Recipes on Instagram, if you want to give her a quick follow. I'm working on continuing with CPD courses, so becoming an autism diagnostic assessor, not that I believe in the assessment process, but the expansion to a bigger clinic with a sensory gym to honour the sensory needs of all neurodiverse children, and then hopefully by 2023 gather a team of occupational therapists, dietitians, and then also run separate clinics amongst joint multidisciplinary clinics. So that's me in a nutshell, and if you know somebody who needs speech therapy or have any questions or would like to volunteer, definitely reach out to me and I'll help as much as I can.
Enterprise Nation, Earn Your Impact, Rebel Business School, Turtle Creek, and West London Business for some of the fantastic projects that they delivered on our behalf. None of these projects actually would have been possible without actually mentioning the team and the brains that sit behind creating the project. So I'd like to also give a huge shout out to the fantastic business growth team. That's Lucy Collins in the back there, Wade, all members of the business growth team work really, really closely with our kind of stakeholders, the businesses that we want to kind of support. They're constantly talking to delivery partners to find out what else is actually out there to create lasting impact that we seek to make in the local enterprise economy. So without them, none of this would be possible, and without our delivery partners, we wouldn't have the expertise to be able to deliver what we deliver. So yeah, fantastic. Again, please, round of applause for my team. Now I have an opportunity for you to go and meet some of the other fantastic businesses that we've actually supported along the way. Thank you to our fantastic speakers. Everybody, thank you for joining us. Please use the opportunity to, as I say, go and meet some key council teams that are here that you might want to actually talk to, meet some of the businesses that we've supported, and network and enjoy the lunch that should be there for everybody shortly. Thanks for joining us today.